Hi, welcome to Flex Databases CTMS. This part of our CTMS is for all CRA's activities: to schedule the visits, create confirmation and follow-up letters, create the visit itself, track deviations, action items, and so on. You can see a number of personalized widgets here. You can add widgets from a list of predefined widgets or just create your own widget. Here we also have project news, documents library, and project frequently asked questions from your CRAs. So what do we have here also? We have the section for CRAs to work in. We have managerial section right here and project specific settings. So let's have a look what we have here for managers. We have all of the information on trial sites. We have a tool to assign backups for our employees, site staff information, PI information, the visit calendar with all of the scheduled visits in calendar view or in a grid view. If we click on one of the visits, we can dive into information on the visit, all of the documents, all of the steps with all of the KPIs. We have action items, monitoring activities, subject statuses, deviation log, electronic signature report, and the good news and important note here is that if you need another tracker, you can actually create it on your own right in the system. So let's see how generally all of the trackers and grids look in the system. Let's dive into action items. And here I can see all of the action items for this project, all of the issues, everything. So also to switch between the project, this is very quick right here. So for example, I want to filter it, not filter, but group it by action item status. So I just drag and drop this column over here. And the system groups all of the action items by the status. So I'm interested, for example, in unresolved action items, and maybe I want to see it per person responsible for resolution. So now I can see that everyone seems to be equally to blame and everyone has one unresolved action. If this information is not enough for me to work with, I can always go to layout columns and add more information here like country, or maybe this cannot be resolved. To quickly search through all of the possibilities, just use the filter right here. So we can apply that. If I want to add any of the dates, for example, issue resolved yesterday or last year or 2 years ago, or maybe a specific date, I just can work with the dates right here, or date issue resolved or date issue identified, any date that we have in the system. It's possible here. And then I can export it to Excel, Word, or PDF. And this works exact way in monitoring activities, subjects information, deviation log, electronic signature report, everywhere, as well as in the trackers that you create for your specific needs in the project. So let's see how CRA works in the system. So this is CRA's cabinet. We have a lot of information on the sites and what is going on in the sites that we are responsible for. All of our site monitoring activities also here. We can schedule a monitoring visit or report a contact report. And the flow for the site visits is completely flexible. So we can repeat the flow that you have in your SOPs or that you just usually have in your company. So we created confirmation letter in the system, then we added the dates when we actually went to the visit, then we have the report itself. So we have all of the questions, whether the question is mandatory or not, some kind of annotation to the question if needed, the responses, comments if needed. When the report is on review, then the reviewer's comments field will be enabled so the reviewer can provide the comments. You can create action items right from the system, and here we can enter all of the information. For that, we have the fields for the subject statuses, deviation log, ICF log, and any other fields specific to the site visit type. And also this is completely flexible, so you can actually create any additional trackers or questions, and all of the questions and answers and drop downs are all completely flexible, as well as the workflow for the site visit itself. So once we had it all back and forth, when CRA drafted the report, project manager received email notification that the report is ready for his review. followed the link, reviewed the report, declined report, approved report, then the CRA corrected everything that needs to be corrected. Then we got the report approved, we created follow-up letter, we have it here, or if you don't want to have this step, that's okay, we'll just take it out. Maybe you want to have an extra review step, this is also completely fine. After we electronically sign the document, we need to file it in trial master file. So if you have Flex Databases trial master file, then it will be filed automatically in the respective folder. If not, we can integrate with another trial master file that you're using. If not, and you want to have it manually, we can leave a step that it has been uploaded into trial master file today, and then we say that the processing is finished. Okay, so now the data is saved and we have it in archive. So now we have our nice visit in archive. Here it is from this August. And all of the documents, all of the history, all of the answers, action items, everything is available right here, is available in trackers in the managerial part. We can see the workflow scheme. We can see the history of this site visit report. So in the history, we will see who did what and when, how long did it take. We've been extremely efficient today, so it didn't take a day. See all of the documents that has been created, approved, signed, whatever, in the system. And again, have access to all of this information. And we have access to this information from the managerial side, from the calendar, from various trackers, from widgets on your homepage, on your activities. So before you leave me now, please know that this is just a fraction of our capabilities. Get in touch for a full demo. It's impossible to show it in 5 minutes video or so. So yeah, get in touch and I'll take you on tour of the system. Hopefully hear from you soon.